Good morning, it is Saturday the 6th of March and we are at James Hamilton Heritage Park for our 6th knot park run. I'm Douglas, he's Craig, and this is Scottish Parkruns. So I was thinking this morning, Craig, we might start off with a wee news segment. So I've got good news and I've got bad news. Which would you like first?
Let's start with the bad.
So the bad news is it's cold again.
Why is it always so cold when we do these things? It sure is.
I know last week, 2 weeks ago at the last Knot Park run, it warmed up, it was quite pleasant. But no, we are back to cold temperatures. I think it's like 2 degrees, although at least it's not very windy, so it doesn't feel as bad.
Yeah, I think we're fine once we start, but yeah, it's a wee bit chilly.
Aye. I see you've got the shorts on this time.
I've manned up after you shamed me last time.
Nice, nice. Okay, so that leads us on to the good news. Although I suppose it depends on your perspective of what you think good is. So, Parkrun have announced return dates. Although it's England only at the moment,
yep.
So that's why it's a perspective thing as to whether that's good news or bad news. So Junior Parkrun due to return on the 11th of April, and the full parkrun 5k events are due to return on the 6th of June. Now obviously that may change depending on how the situation progresses, but hopefully things will keep on track and that will happen, and also hopefully the rest of the UK nations, you know, assuming England is fine to return at that point, you'd like to think the rest of the UK probably is as well. So could be in 3 months time we might be back at a parkrun, because that's been pretty much a year since we've done one now.
Exactly, yeah. So yeah, fingers crossed, but it'd be nice to get one in this year.
It certainly would be, certainly would be. So that was the wee news segment. So in terms of today's Knot Park run, as I mentioned, we're up at James Hamilton Heritage Park. So we've got another loch to run round. Now, why did we pick this one today, Craig?
Because I love going round in circles.
Exactly. 2 weeks ago we had 5.5 loops around Maxwell Park and you said to me, Douglas, can we please do another Knot Park run where we run round in circles? And I was like, we sure can. So we've got a 1200 metre loch side circuit here. There's a wee plaque on the building over there that tells us that. So yeah, 1200 metres. How many laps is that then?
Like you said, or the guy at the start said just over 4.
Yes, because 4 would be 4,800 metres, and this is a 5k run, so 200 more metres after that. So yeah, just over 4 laps. Are you ready to do this?
I was born ready.
Awesome, let's get on with it. Good morning and welcome to James Hamilton Heritage Knot Park Run. It's quite a simple park run again today. We are just going to be running around the loch a few times here. It's a 1200 metre loop, so that means it will be just over 4 times that we'll need to go round. We'll be running in an anti-clockwise loop, so heading off in that direction, run around 4 times, and we'll finish just a wee bit further down that direction. Any questions? Yes, you?
Can you tell me a bit about the park itself? When I was a small child, this did not exist.
That is correct. So the park itself was actually built in 1995, and this is a man-made loch that's here. So it was made from sort of marshy ground to begin with. So they built that up and they built the boating house. It's just behind us over there, and it opened in 1996. So yeah, when you were a small child, it probably did not exist.
Cool.
Shall we get on with the run?
Let's do it.
Awesome. Right, are you ready to start, Craig?
Ready?
Awesome. 3, 2, 1, go! Having some issues pressing the start button on my watch there, but I've managed it, and that is us off. Just heading round our second loop at the moment. It's a nice wee park they've got up here. So I mentioned they've got the boathouse on the opposite side of the loch. Maybe see if I turn a camera like that. You get a lot of water sports activities up here. You can come up and rent canoes and kayaks and pedal boats and that. Obviously you can't do any of that right now, but yeah, normally it's quite a nice wee place to come to. Have you ever been up here, Craig?
No, it's not somewhere I come very often. I think Joe's been round a few walks around here. But yeah.
Yeah, but it's been a while since I've come up to use sort of the water sports facilities. Maybe like 10-15 years ago last used them. But we bring Adam up every so often to, you know, it's quite nice to cycle around the path here and that. And obviously there's the play parks to go to, so it's a good one for wee kids to come to. Well, we've just gone past our third lap now, so one more lap and a wee bit to go. It's been pretty busy, hasn't it? It
has actually. I was really surprised how busy it's been for this time in the morning.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's a nice place to go. There's not much else you can do, so...
Exactly.
Why not?
Yeah, again we're here at 8:30, but you're almost constantly passing people, but as you say, there's really not much else you can do, so yeah, no, good to see people getting out. Just looking at my watch, and claims we've got 100 metres to go, which will be less than 4 laps, which is weird.
That's weird.
But I'm going to run on a wee bit ahead of you, so I can capture an epic Craig sprint finish.
I don't know what that is.
That is James Hamilton Heritage Knot Park Run completed. Did you enjoy your loops, Craig?
Yeah, it was good. A nice quiet park, but there was like a kind of fair number of people around. The paths were kind of quite narrow, so there was a lot of kind of zigzagging. But yeah, it's a nice place to come for a run. Maybe one that you don't really care about your pace so much because you're going to be dodging folk.
Yeah, definitely. There was a bunch of times we're having to weave up onto the sort of grass banks and stuff like that, but you know, it's a nice pleasant run, obviously perfectly flat given it's just around the loch side. And interestingly, even though it does say it's a 1200 metre loop, so we should have been doing just over 4 laps, my watch definitely hit 5k before we finished the 4 laps. Yeah. So I'm not sure if it's maybe just a wee bit more than the 1200, but certainly pretty close to it. So yeah, I enjoyed that. As we say, it was a wee bit colder again today, but not too cold because it wasn't very windy, so it was still quite pleasant and enjoyable. So we will see you in 2 weeks' time again for our next Knot Park Run. Goodbye.
Cheers. Cheerio.